Hello, 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 hello. Greetings, wherever you are catching the show from. It is 5:48 Pacific time. It is 8:48 Eastern time. And we're glad you were able to make it. See Miss Michelle, toujours fidèle au rendez-vous. Welcome, Mr. B. Glad to have you. And we have a few members as well catching us in live on here. Actually, is there a button? Yeah, there's a button here that tells me the participants. Oh yeah. Well, in the live chat at least, I see the three amigos, Mr. B, Mr. Beto, and Miss Michelle. So I do not know the order of arrival, so maybe I'm going to suppose or assume that the order was Mr. Beto, Miss Michelle, and then Mr. B. Well, at least that's how it's showing them, and then yours truly. All right, all right, all right. What did I want to start with? You should be seeing a screen of Power E-Trade, and I think the chart of PayPal. PayPal is what's in there. So let's try to make it here such that we can dive in. So let's take a look. Hello to new arrival from Canada. Glad to have you on board. Well, if you were not with us late yesterday, you may have missed out. So we are not going to tell you what you missed. Yeah? Absentee as always wrong. No, just kidding. We had an okay session yesterday. I saw the market close. So well, actually, the last 60 minutes to the closing, right? So it was fireworks all over. So the likes of Apple, Facebook, Amazon, and Google, they reported their earnings, and the melt up started. So hence, those who were able to carry the proxy for this earning, mainly QQQ or SPY, you stand to be rewarded handsomely. This market here, just a cautionary sign. Really, I do not want to jinx anybody, right? Friday is not the day to be greedy. So, July the 31st is not the day to be greedy. There is something that I've been watching since yesterday that's supposed to happen, is not happening. So, which tells me that we may be in for a ride. And if we're in for a ride, well, we may as well just be gangsters. So before I carry on, I'm looking at the proper screen. That's check number one. Check number two. Can somebody confirm that you can actually hear me just fine, please? No, I cannot be too cautious with my record here. Let's see. Let's start. Somebody keep a statistic on how many times in August Telex is going to be talking on an empty screen, meaning when I'm talking about something and that's not the screen I'm showing. Okay? So let's reset. Sounds is good. Thank you, Mr. B. So let's reset everything, but I want somebody to keep stats for August. How many times am I going to do that? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. All right. All right. All right. So, welcome to newcomers. If you're just joining, we are catching a live broadcast of pre-market analysis on July 31st, 2020. My name is Telex. The name of the channel is Successful Trainings, and what we do on here, we get on a Discord room that you may have heard of. There are instructions on. There's a video how to get on our Discord. And if you even like what we do, or you can even subscribe to our alerts, and you can make money. That's what we're trying to do on here. Over under is 70. Mr. B, are we counting number of occurrences or just number of days? There are only 31 days in August, yeah? So 70 doesn't make sense. You know that NBA season started, MLB is in season, so Vegas is open now. So over under. Speaking of Vegas, hey, maybe we can have a trade on win. Yeah. Yesterday they did something on the. But hey, good morning, Mr. Sat. How are you? What's the reward to keep the start? Oh, please. What's the reward to keep the start? The reward is having access to me. Yeah. The reward is having access to this brain. Oh my goodness. All right, folks. What's okay? I'm glad. When it looks like this, you see that's good. So, SPY is up, but SPY, if you notice, you were with us yesterday. You kind of figure already where's resistance. Resistance has been first at 327 toward the end of the after hours. If you paid attention. And then since this morning, resistance had been at 326. I'm not sure if it's my device that had an issue or whatever. It's popped a little bit at 326.98 or whatever. But then when I opened the platform on eTrade, I haven't seen it yet get past 326. Okay, so the scenario here, this market is pretty much a lot of stocks gapped up. Yeah, so either we're going to have a gap and go or a gap and fade. I do not know the direction, folks. Yeah? And when you don't know the direction, you can wait for the stock market to give you the direction. How are you going to do that? Every minute that passes by, you get more information to make a better, we hope for a better or a more informed decision. Meaning that at 9:30 Eastern, when the gates opens for the running of the Friday bulls, which are Apple, Facebook, Amazon, and their friends, my friend, the decision that I'm making at 9:30 Eastern time, I don't have that many data points to make as of a good decision that at 10:30 Eastern time. It's just, hence, same thing when we apply it to our analysis. Hey, Telex, what do you prefer, the 15 minutes over the 5 minutes? Well, I have 3 candles that have closed that give me a more information to make an informed decision. After 5 minutes, I have 1 candle. That candle tells me what's the high, what's the low of the day. That's it. Same thing after 15 minutes, I have 1 15-minute candle. It tells me what's the high, what's the low of the day. That's it. So it can give me hints about what's going to be happening 30 minutes from that point. But the more I wait, the better. So word of caution. And then we said, hey, July the 31st is not the day to be greedy. If, let's say, you have any stock that have gapped up on here, please use your judgment to take scale profit. Right? If you leave one runner, you cannot get the maximum percentage on all of them. But certainly, you can lose on the majority of the contract if, let's say, you are trying to play with these guys. So that's what I'm seeing here. So with that in mind, so for us, we don't know the direction. We have a set of stocks. Yesterday, pretty much, I shouldn't be having this show because the people who stayed yesterday late, they got the playbook of what's going to happen here. Let's go into, I'm still watching my Power E-Trade inside market. So in this case, I'm going to go to the broader watch list. And the broader watch list, when I sort it by extra hour change, what do I have on top? Okay, we have a stock on here, a penny stock on here. You know what happened to those penny stock? They are gone. I've been deleting stuff actually yesterday just to do screen capture. So, right. So, bull number 1, Facebook, up 10% at $251.49 on the ask. Yeah, just only. Bull number 2, Apple, at only $410. Yeah, what did we say yesterday? I think that somebody said that figure yesterday that it will be hard to get this stock below, to buy it below. But hey, I guess the good people at Apple, they forgot that there are fractional shares because they announced what's making this run, folks, is the fact that they're going to do a 4-to-1 split. A 4-to-1 split for our newcomers means that the price of Apple is going to be divided by 4. Yeah, the current shareholders are not going to lose any money. Au contraire, they stand to benefit because now, with the stock being at roughly, let's use 400 as the price here, at roughly 100 shares, the expectations or this move is made such that more investors can afford Apple and thus drive the price further down. My friend yesterday after earning, well, I have, when I say my friend, you're going to ask me which one. I don't have that many. You guys are more my friend than anything. I have a friend I went to school with. He's in Dallas. And immediately, as for us, we were finishing the show, he sent me this message. The $2,000 that I invested in Apple in 2008, they just turned into $100,000. Okay, I still haven't responded to him. So my friend, over 13 years, he made a 50-bagger on 50 on Apple. So it's not that I do not appreciate his feast, but my answer could have been seriously or no. So that's fine. But that just gives you an idea. So congratulations. So all Apple shareholder who invested in 2008, you just made 50 times that after 13 years yesterday. Congratulations. So Amazon is bull number 3, up 5.4% at only $3,220. Yeah, that's per change for, I don't know for whom. So those are the leaders. So for us, what's our game plan? Our game plan is to do something that we have failed to do, not once. I failed to do this successfully twice already in this earnings season. So is this revenge trade? No, it is not. Au contraire, it's not at all. I just want to go here and I'm going to switch screen before I start talking. I'm going to bring in a chart of an option. Is an option of a stock that had earning yesterday. We actually spoke about it in pre-market, but then I guess I have been gone shy now since the first 2 times that strategy didn't work out, especially a lot of people took it. So we're going to be doing a gangster type of move where we're going to be stealing and dealing today. What the heck? What are you doing here, man? Stealing? That's unethical, my friend, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to show you how it works. And definitely, please do not do it at home, right? If you are not certified, do not try this at home, kids. Stay in school. Okay, is it even the right one? It doesn't. Well, it matters a little bit. So this is PayPal. PayPal yesterday, after the earning, they jumped 7% or whatever. So it's always a scenario. There's a gap. In the case of PayPal, it was a gap up. Yeah. For us, what we want to do in the next, before the market opens, so I'm going to give you guys time. We're going to stop in exactly 18 minutes, so that you have 10 minutes if you want to execute this trade. But please do not do that. Even if your account is big, yeah? Okay, so for all my people there, let's make this straightforward. If you have a small account, and you have your notion of small for every one of us, so you want to, the order we're going to be making, it's, well, first let's describe what it is and then give instructions. So, okay, so the idea is that during the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or whatever, the stock price will fluctuate so much, yeah, that we can get great entry in both directions, yeah. We have done this with Netflix once, but that stock was a little bit too expensive. But so today, it's okay if we don't get a fill. For me, my recommendation on especially which one you can do that, Apple and Facebook, my order is not going to be more than 15 cents. I'm not going to give you the precise strikes. But let me explain here how it works. So yesterday, this is the first candle. Can you see, are able to see my screen? Yes. So I'm looking at the screen called PayPal, July 31st, 200 calls. Why did I pick 200 calls? I'm going to give you the strike, so you don't have to for what we're going to be doing today. The idea is that there's going to be a move, a further move, or a downward move from the gap. That's the whole idea. Hence, you are picking a strike So this one opened at 190, 192 or 191 yesterday. So 200 is the closest round number on the top, and on the bottom, on the put side, 180 is the closest round number. So in that case, you will have put an order in for really as low as possible, 10 cents, 15 cents. That's what we had in mind. So yesterday, if I'm studying the first candle on here, it's telling me that to get a feel on the PayPal 200 calls when it opened at $193, you could have gotten in at 37 cents at a low and sold at $2.50 of a high. That's a 15-minute chart. So for me, I can break it down further on here. Let's go to the 5-minute chart. And again, those who were with me yesterday, I broke down this thing. So here in this morning, it's going to be difficult for me to toggle between the screens. Yeah, I don't want to be caught by Mr. B tracking my stats already. Yeah, and the thing hasn't even started. So, hey, good morning, Mr. Craig. So I'm going to zoom in. Yeah, each one of these candles is 5 minutes. Yeah, on this first 5 minutes on here, yes, it was 5 minutes. That's how violent the move was. You can check that on the chart, the 5-minute chart of PayPal, the stock. I'm looking at the option. If, let's say, your broker doesn't give you the ability to do this, why stick with that broker? Go with a broker that gives you all the tools to be able to do your thing. Yes, it may take you, I don't know, 3 days, whatever, to move some of your funds, but that's okay. Let's make life easier, right? At least that's my suggestion. So here on this first candle of 5 minutes, the price of this option, folks, was as low as 37 cents. I'm reading this information here. Open, high, low, and close, and the price and the volume, yeah? So the first candle here was 9:30 Eastern on July 30th. So meaning this strategy, it would have worked to buy the calls if, let's say, you put in a bid of higher than 37 cents. So it's okay, but we did that for Netflix last time, up to 50 cents, right? But today we really want, I mean, you can adjust it because you know what you're doing. So during that span of 5 minutes, you're going to be looking at, hey, the bid and the ask of your specific option. Again, I'm going to give you the strike. So don't worry and the expiration is going to be today. Yeah. So if you're already like, oh my God, this guy is well over my head. Actually, if this stuff is over your head, do not do it. Do not complicate Friday. It's easy. Hey, nobody made a comments about the shirt. Where's Mr. H? Mr. H, it's the pop. Yeah? All right. So that's what we're trying to do on here, meaning that there is, when a stock, especially a stock gaps after earning, it's typically after earning or a big news typically has time, but really for earnings, there's this first 5-10 minutes at the open, price discovery. The price can do funny things. So what happened yesterday in the case of PayPal, the price went from 192 or 191 to, they gained $6, $7. So that's why these calls, they appreciated that much. But before they did that, you could get them for 37 cents and sold them at 50 cents and just say, thank you very much, have a nice day. That's what we want to do. Conversely, and now that's where my challenge is going to come. Conversely, let's go and check out, because it's 2 orders that we put it. We put in an order for calls and we put in an order for puts. Why can we do that? Because they're cheap. We are stealing stuff on here. So let me on my side on here, I'm going to first try to bring the screen for the 180 puts for PayPal. We showed it yesterday, so go watch it. Oh, geez. I will need the transcript of that and put timestamp on there because it's an hour and something, a long video. But you can catch it on yesterday market analysis video. So the 180 puts, let me chart them and then try to get them to your window. So I charted them, and they are looking exactly as we want. And now can we then put them in your window? Beautiful. All right, so I'm still on the same screen, but now I'm sharing with you the July 31st, 180 put for PayPal. And all of these data points on here, all of these candles are for yesterday, July 30th. Yeah. So on here, conversely, this would have been beautiful. So because of which that happened, meaning the stock price opened at 191 or 192, and then it popped to 198. The put became very, very cheap. Yeah, you could have entered. This is a 15-minute, but we're gonna break it down to 5 minutes as well. You could have entered at 10 cents. Yeah, this is a 15-minute candle. This first one is difficult to see. My apology. So this is better. Again, I'm reading the price off of here. 10 cents and a high of 156. 15 baggers in 15 minutes. I'm going to pause for a moment. Let this thing simmer in and maybe bring the 5-minute chart. And yeah, yes, it happened actually in 5 minutes because the first candle here, now I have the breakdown. Yep. This thing opened at 10 cents. Hence, you're going to put your order in before the market open. Yeah? And we are going to try this strategy here on both Apple and Facebook. Amazon is too expensive. If you get a feel for 10 cents in Amazon, yeah, eventually, later in the day, oh yeah, when Theta starts burning, yeah, I mean, if the setup is right, why not? But here, we want to do this thing. So yesterday, you had an opportunity within the first 10 minutes to get yourself a 15-bagger on PayPal. Yeah. Well, I hope that's going to be worth the price of admission today. Questions before we go and actually give you the exact trade. Thank you, everybody. We have 21 concurrent viewers. So it is currently 9:10 Eastern Time in Toronto. It is 9:10 p.m. in the city of Singapore, where we have traders staying up late and trying to enjoy this Friday fun facts or Pop Friday, whatever that's you want to rebrand it to. Let's see. Oh, I think this live chat only shows me participant in the chat. Yeah. And okay, not sure, but we have 20 people. 18 or whatever, 20. So, are we using this strategy on PayPal? Yes, Miss Michelle, that's what I say. I'm just supposing to allow people to get themselves ready. I'm going to show you exactly what's the strike we're going to use for Apple and Facebook. What's the strike? The expiration is today. The strike is going to be, I'm going to just look at the screen in the very next year and do that. And then the price is 10-15 cents range for puts and calls. Yeah, it's important that you put an order in for both. Meaning that this year, that's why we're going to close the show in exactly 6 minutes. Apple and Facebook, Michelle, please do not confuse the other students. It's difficult enough. Apple and Facebook. PayPal was yesterday. We used PayPal to show you that it worked yesterday on PayPal. So for us, we are trying to parlay that into Apple and Facebook, which had earning after hours yesterday. But Miss Michelle, you were with us when we showed this. Oh, maybe did you? I'm not sure if you left. I thought we showed this yesterday. I'm not sure if Miss Michelle was still with us. Okay, very good. So I'm going to switch screens. Yeah. Because I'm a good student now. And then we are going to go inside Power E-Trade, and we are going to go to the option chain. The first one that we are going to do, it's Apple. It's like I'm doing surgery here. The first one we are going to do, yes, people, welcome to this surgery for Apple. Yes, I said both. Yes. So the first one I'm going to do is Apple, and then I'm going to do Facebook. So, and again, where does PayPal figure in? PayPal was an example from yesterday. PayPal had earnings the day before. So this is Apple. So Apple is trading at what? 410? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. we're going to say on PayPal on PayPal. Oh, you see what Miss Michelle you are doing? Look at me now, all PayPal. $409. Yeah. So we're going to say that we want, obviously the price of these we're going to change, right? But hopefully implied volatility change as well. So because people who had the so we want the 410 calls. Yeah. 420 Apple 420 calls for 10 cents is what we are looking for. AAPL, July 31st, 420 calls, between 10 and 15 cents, yeah? So 10 and 15 cents, between 10 and 15 cents for those 420 Apple calls. So conversely, we want to put in an order before market opens for, let's say, yeah, 400 puts. Yep, so 400 puts on Apple expiring on July 31st. 400 puts. Jeez. Yeah, a limit of 15 cents. Limit order of 15 cents. So that's Apple. So let me go slowly to not confuse myself. Yeah. So the strategy for Apple is the July 31st, 420 calls for a limit of 15 cents. At the same time, we put in another order before the market opened, folks. Apple, July 31st, 400 puts, because the stock is at 410 virtually, for a limit of 15 cents. Yeah? And please, if you have a small account, don't go gangster, because then they're going to be, how many contractors? No, come on now. This is you're trying to get a 10-bagger here. You're not going to put a lot of money here. So for everybody with small accounts, here's what you're going to do. You're going to put in this order for 3 contracts for the puts and 2 contracts for the calls. Yeah? So this should not cost you more than 45 plus 30. That's $75. Okay. I don't see any question, meaning everybody is violently typing their screens. But yeah, let's make this money. Let's get this money. Okay. Facebook. July 31st. Facebook is trading at $251. So July 31st on the call side, $260, July 31st, 260 calls, 10 to 15 cents limit. Along with July 31st, $240 puts for 10, 15 cents. Same thing, 3 contracts. Again, if you have small accounts. If you have big accounts, you can afford more than $75. More power to you. Yeah? Remember. I'm an advocate of beginner traders. Yeah, people? That's the name of the channel. I cannot even keep a straight face when I say that. Yes, I've been accused of only caring about people with big accounts. Jesus was accused too, so not that I'm Jesus or anything. Okay, folks, it is almost 9:18 in New York City, where U.S. equity market are bound to open on this Friday, July the 31st, 2020. Oh my goodness. Okay, I can repeat the Facebook. Facebook calls, July 31st, 260 calls. 260 for the calls, and July 31st, 240 for the puts. This is just for us really to have fun on here, right? This doesn't mean that if you're set up during after the normal course of the day, you're set up bullish, bearish, that you know after you wait for 5-minute interval, 15-minute interval is right, you don't take that trade, right? This is just for fun. Because the level that I saw people that how they behaved last time with Netflix, so that's why for me I am purposely making it on that this thing needs to go extremely on the extreme end in order for us to get these fills. Because there's a trade, there's a normal trade, just like and for you, if you're subscribers, you already know that. You already have your watch list for next week. So meaning that this is an opportunity for you for one of these stocks, yeah, I cannot really spell it out, to start setting yourself up for next week, yeah? Okay, folks, it has been fun. I hope we get something out of it. If not, hey, we only live once, right? So yeah, the youngster, they call this type of trade YOLO. You only live once. So I hope everybody got something out of it. Thank you for the likes. We got 37 playback. Thank you very much. And we will give you 10 minutes such that you can go set up those trades. Or not, please, don't feel compelled to do everything that on here. I told you guys, for me, I can do these things in a very controlled manner. There is no emotion left on it. But my emotion is going to come, let's say the trade doesn't work and I'm like, oh man, I'm misleading these people. Oh, I'm misleading these people. Yeah. But at the same time, the opportunities are there because what? I show them to you that, hey, they work. Why 3T2 for puts? Okay, my friend, why 3T2 for put? Because that's what the master said. Why you question the master, Mr. Tim? No, I'm kidding, my friend. No, because this is the puts, because it's a higher probability of being filled. Let's be honest, Mr. Tim, we spoke about this last night, right? We said that actually in a situation of gap, all of this stuff going to start outside of the upper Bollinger. So for us, ideally, we know that we have a higher percentage of making money on the put side, because if they start retreating back and we got that fill, then it's really going to be great. I mean, the difference is one contract of 50 things. So you can build them even or whatever, but for me personally, my bias is on the put side. Because in the gap and go situation, I prefer a gap and fade, meaning that I want in the first 1-2 minutes for Facebook to go hard. Look at the chart. We looked at that chart yesterday, Mr. Tim. We want Facebook or Apple to go higher. That's where we get the feel on the puts, because at some point they're gonna pull back. They cannot go higher and higher the entire day. Yeah. So we want those puts more than we want the calls. Hopefully that makes sense. I really have to stop now. If you have questions, put them in the Discord room. Thank you for the subscribers. The number has been a tremendous week for us, and we will continue to cater the content of this channel to your liking. Thank you, everybody. We catch you in the markets recap video at the end of the week, or we will catch you on Monday. Have a blessed weekend, everybody. Oh, yeah, Mr. Tim, we also have a saying here, puts pay more. That's why we want more of them. Let's put Mr. Tim, puts pay more. Hence, we want more of them. And the stream is end. Dismiss.